everybody come on in. Oh yeah, he's a good company, isn't it? Come on, everyone. Oh, get everything started. Oh, I meant to do the thing. There we go. Much better. Hello, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. I feel like I hear an echo. Maybe it's just me. Thank you all so much for being here. For anybody new here, hi, I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. I'd like to welcome you to yet another struggle cooking class. Hopefully you all are warm wherever you are. Tonight we are in day 5 of our 12 days of BROTEIN. Shout out to the men. We love cooking for the men. So I am recreating 12 recipes from Alex Hormozi's cookbook. I am not Alex Hormozi. I'm not even a man or a muscle man. Hopefully that's obvious. But I did put a poll on my community tab asking you all if you wanted to see these recipes, and you voted yes. So I am very excited. Today we're actually going to be cooking for the first time. Up until now, these recipes have all been like low prep, very simple, which is a good thing, right? We don't have to be extra all the time. So sit back and relax and let me cook for you. If you would like to be counted present, feel free to announce yourself. However, if you prefer to watch quietly from the clouds and you know who you are always welcome here. We are the happy, wholesome, family-friendly side of YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. So let's see who we have here. TikTok always coming in hot. Red Dress 20 is here. Hello and good evening. Mallory Angel, Gloria, Amanda 887, Barbara D45, Church 48, Sadie Adams, Sandra Beasley, Anthony 38, Elizabeth Caldwell, user 258, but no CC, Grandma Wood, Pink, user. Amanda says, hello, beautiful. Thank you, sweetheart. You're too kind. I appreciate it. Tiffany Hamilton, Steins Girl, Chef Barbie, Met Chef. We got some real chefs here, y'all. I am not a real chef. I just play one on YouTube. See Lee, Nene, Amanda, Pat, Phil, and Swiney. Whew. All right. Thank you all so much for watching on TikTok and on Instagram. I see Lachey. I see Highest Homes. Wore Out Mommy. Ain't that the truth, y'all? These kids. It is a holiday. If you're in the U.S., we are remembering the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King. Also, the kids are out of school, so yeah, I had to be on mom mode. Y'all already know. Hello, Andy Man is here. Hello, Big Dog working. Shout out to you. We appreciate you so much. Okay, those of you on Instagram and TikTok, you're always welcome to stay where you are, or if you want the side by side, you can always come find me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter. Over here, I see Vel. Vel coming back. Hello, my dear. It's been a while. We've missed you. Jaleel says, hey, Maggie, the substitute teacher. Christina says, hi, beautiful. Thank you. You are too kind. And Belle says, yes, these kids. I actually have a reel on Instagram that's kind of going like slightly viral where I'm fussing at Marcus for coming downstairs without a shirt on. I think it's almost like at 48,000 views. And so I thought about it yesterday. I was like, oh, I'll just stream. The kids are running amok. And I was like, no, I want to try and keep it elegant. So we won't. Okay, so let's clean the counter, let's wash our hands, and then we are going to pick up on day 5. This is Alex Hormozi's cookbook. I did put the link in the description, so if y'all want to pick it up, I'm also tagging him because he said, if y'all create any of my recipes, tag me. So I am. Okay, so I will play the intro video, and then we will fast forward to the 5th recipe. So it's not the 12 days of Christmas, it's the 12 days of BROTEIN. That's what he calls it, all right? BROTEIN recipes. But if you like a hot meal, today is your day. Have I ever made these before? No. Has that ever stopped me? No. We're going to do it together. All right. So let's see. And then I'll give you all my honest opinion. I am your substitute teacher because I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. If you can have the full flavor, have some for me. All right. I am not the food police. All right, clean hands so y'all don't talk about me. All right, So what's everybody having? Bonnie says, hello, Maggie. Hello, thank you for being here. Christina says, I made soy sauce wings and broccoli casserole and pork fried rice. Man, Christina stays in that kitchen. I love it. Asian flavors sounds really good with what we're making tonight. Maybe some soy sauce, or I have a substitute for you because we don't do soy for the boys. I'm a boy mom. Coconut aminos is a good substitute. So maybe I'll show you all that. All right, so we're going to start at the beginning just for his intro, and then we'll move to day 5 because I know we always have new people joining. Let me turn the brightness down and volume up. All right.
So you want to get shredded in 2024? Well, you're going to need lots of these items to top first and to pick better parents. But if you're not going to do either of those things, I've got 12 protein-packed recipes that require 0 time, 0 prep, have almost 0 carbs, almost 0 fat, and tons of protein. This alone has over 200 grams of protein and almost none of the other macros. And I'm going to show you this recipe at the end of the video. First, let's talk about it.
All right.
Chef Bro RD to the rescue.
So Chef Bro RD. So you all see what Alex has cooked up for us. So these are 12 manly recipes. Hello, Apple user on TikTok. Hello, Mr. Cultivated. Thank you so much for being here. Gillis is here. She says, hi, everyone. I'll give you a little bit of eye candy. I know you always come in for this. You love it. And I love giving my scholars what they want. So shout out to the muscle man. Clearly, that is not me. But we talked about protein is good for all of us. It digests more slowly, so that means you stay fuller longer. Helps with your blood sugar if you're pre-diabetic or diabetic. I am not a doctor, but I'm just sharing with you all what I have learned on my journey. Aid says, what, Alex? I'm not sure the question, but Alex is with the grandparents. Val says, yes, it's been a while. My grandmother's health took a turn for the worst, and we lost her last month. I was away for a while to give more time to her and handle everything. I am so incredibly sorry for your loss. I know this time of year, especially, y'all, it's, we like to be festive and celebrate the holidays, but it's difficult for a lot of people. So you are in my prayers. Let me know if you need anything. And y'all, please send some love to Val. Absolutely. Killis is happy for the eye candy. Yes, we are so incredibly sorry. All right, y'all, I understand there's a lot that happens out there. We all have life. We have these kids, we have bills, we have all of that. That's why I try to come here just about every day and give you all a little bit of an escape. All right, so, but I understand, Val. I'll be checking on you. All right, so let me fast forward to recipe number 5. We are on day 5 of 13 days. So the day 1, we did the cereal bomb. So if you like milk and cereal, we did Greek yogurt and cereal. Day 2, we did the Ezekiel bread. If you like smoked salmon on a bagel, this was a healthy version of that. Hello, Omar. Thank you so much for being here. All right, and then day 3, we did the snacks on the go. So we did beef jerky and light or low-fat cheese sticks. And I showed you all what you can do with the beef jerky to make it a soup and your cheese sticks to make it like mozzarella sticks. That was good. And just fast forwarding, day 4 was our shrimp. We did the shrimp cocktail with the sugar-free cocktail sauce. That was yummy, just pure protein. And then I made a tostada for you all. So we are finally up to our first cooking recipe. All right, so let me get us there. I'm just fast forwarding and
we're gonna nuke this thing. Great, so now we've
all right,
these 2 puppies.
Here I come, y'all. And I am not a professional, so you will not see the special effects here, but
iPhone. Okay. So if you want to be fancy, you can do that.
This is the end of day 4.
You can have like 8 ounces of chicken and 8 ounces of shrimp. Or if you want to be a little bit less fancy but still feel fancy, you have 4 ounces of shrimp and 12 ounces of other shit. It doesn't really matter.
Sorry, the swears.
The cool thing about shrimp specifically is that shrimp has 0 carbs and 0 fat.
That's good
to
know.
Is pure protein. And so unless you add fat to it or you add carbs to it,
shrimp scampi, anyone? Garlic butter, anyone?
In this meal that has anything besides protein is just the cocktail sauce. And this thing, like, a little bit goes a long way. And I barely even count this stuff when I was eating it. So now that we finished our fancy shrimp dinner, now let's talk about beef and cauliflower. All right.
Okay.
So this one is one that is a classic. Also one that I ate a lot when I was dieting because I needed to really get my
spicy rice bowl.
My calories down. But all I to do is I have the leanest ground beef that I can find. So this is 93.7. You usually can find 96.4. If you find a good place that does it, just get that.
Okay.
You can also do with.
So I'm going to show you all the ingredients one by one. Hello, Cord. Marnita, thank you so much for being here. And hello, Michael Wendy. It's been a while. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so let me just show you all. This is what we're making. His low carb, spicy rice bowl. And the rice, baby, is in apostrophes? I think so, right? Y'all know what I mean. It's end of the day. So you can see the ingredients here. So he starts with the beef. So I placed an order and I have the exact beef that he mentioned. So beef, when you buy it, this is what we have, ground beef. And you can see that this is lean. Of course, my camera's not working. You can see that this is carne molida, 93% lean, 7% fat. Okay, so let's talk about this because I know we have people at different levels of cooking. Oh, and for those of y'all on Instagram and TikTok, this is it. And this is just from Kroger. You can get this at any grocery store. So when they grind up your meat, usually, you know, depending on what part of the muscle that they're grinding, there's going to be fat. And then most of your ground beef that you get in the roll, like the regular ground beef roll, it's going to be a little bit more fatty. Some people like that for the flavor. I am not the food police, but the first number is going to be what percent meat, and then the second number is going to be what percent fat. So you'll see anything from like 80-20, which is 80% meat, 20% fat, obviously the total 100. Or like he said, I've seen, I think he said 96.4 is like the absolute leanest, but what he recommends is 93% lean and 7% fat. So that's what we have. So this meat is going to cook a little bit drier, but it's fine. If you want to, you can add some oil into the pan. I won't. I'm going to try and follow his recipe exactly. All right. So if you're going to follow his recipes, they're going to be lower in fat, high in protein. Alex tries to have 100 grams of protein per meal. So you can see here, this is a whole pound of beef. So it's 94 grams of protein. So he tries to get 100 for each meal. Most of us eat 100 grams of protein in a day. All right. So we have the 93.7 ground beef. Let's keep going. Hello, Neek. So good to see you.
Ground turkey. It doesn't matter. If you were really poor, I used to just buy chicken breasts and then put them through a food processor, which I had for my dog at the time. And so I just feed him in and it just grinds it up for you. And I just have all this ground chicken breast. And that worked pretty good for me.
Okay.
So, one is you've got your beef or your meat that's going to be lean. Two is you've got these microwavable packets of riced cauliflower. All right. Now, this stuff is heavy. Like, it's very filling. And the nice thing with this is that if you've ever had an Uncle Ben's or a Quick or Minute Rice or whatever, it works the exact same way. All right, so you just crack the top, put it in the microwave, and heat it up. Now, one thing I will say is that the beef, you usually prep at one point during the week. So you're going to have a few pounds of ground beef already, hopefully, somewhere in your home. And then all you do is you just got to add something to it so that it makes it into a meal. And that's why this is a no prep deal. Now, up to this point, you're like, okay, so you're just talking beef and cauliflower. Like, why is this a meal? Good point, because that on its own would be disgusting. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I make a sauce that is both delicious and not nutritious.
Okay.
In terms of its not.
So we'll come back to the sauce. I'm going to go ahead and get the meat started. Hello, Sunny Down. Hello, Aaliyah. And hello, Samuel. Okay, everyone. Christina says no ground beef for me. That's fine. He said you could do ground turkey. You could also do ground chicken, or you could do ground chicken breast if you want to be really, really lean. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cooking in the pan. And then we'll talk about his sauce. But what he was saying is that if you're going to have, for this recipe, it's 1 pound. So I bought 16 ounces, 1 pound. But, you know, if you're meal prepping or if you buy in bulk, then you can buy several pounds and cook it down. He didn't really talk about seasonings. I'm not going to say so far the food has been kind of bland. I'm just saying I will probably season it more. So I am going to season this ground beef. You could just cook it plain with salt and pepper, but let's do a little extra something to it. Okay, so let me get my cooktop and let's go ahead and get that started. While the meat is cooking, I want to cook everything fresh for you. I know Gillis says yum. Now we're talking. This is food. I'm telling y'all, it's been rough so far, right? Oh my goodness. Okay. So if you're just joining, most of the recipes have been like really quick, and that's good. Not everybody wants to be cooking in the kitchen. I understand. All right, so let's go ahead and plug this up. And I just have a non-stick skillet. I use the struggle skillets when I'm cooking for myself. Y'all have seen them on my shorts and reels. You will be all right. But I do have a non-stick skillet here. So we're gonna turn this on, and I'm just gonna turn it on to medium. And then once it gets a little bit warm, I'll put the ground beef in here and let that brown. I'm going to season it with just one all-purpose seasoning, which is the Greek all-purpose seasoning. You can do salt and pepper. You can do onion powder, garlic powder, whatever. If it were me, when I'm cooking in bulk, I love Latin flavors, so I would probably do like a taco seasoning pack, but this is what we got. All right. So this is what I'm going to use. This is not in his recipe, however, he has the flavor in the sauce. Flavor for your ear. Look, if you can eat the meat without seasoning and then just dip it in the sauce, that's fine. I think food tastes better when every ingredient is the best quality. So I am going to use this all-purpose Greek seasoning. You could use seasoned salt or whatever. So this does have sodium in it. I don't have to watch out for sodium. I do have to watch out for sugar. So if you need to do something salt-free, absolutely fine. All right, so we're gonna open this up, and I'm just gonna put the whole thing in the dry skillet. It's warm. I'm not adding any oil so we can keep the protein just as lean as possible. I don't want that little paper to get in there. All right. Let me clean my hands and we're gonna break this up. Oh. All right. So I'm gonna season it kind of generously with the Greek all-purpose seasoning. Now, because this is lean, I may not have to drain much at all. All right. Again, this is optional, but I wanted something in there. So I'm gonna let this brown. I'm gonna put the top on it and let it do its thing. We wanna cook it, especially with brown meat, you wanna cook it until all the color is gone. So it's all brown. If it were a steak, a little pink is fine. All right, let me just get that meat out of there. And then we'll move on to the cauliflower. So he's using cauliflower rice as his rice substitute. Cauliflower is a great substitute for a grain. All right, I'm just gonna let this do its thing and then we'll move it around. Hello, Ebony. Hello, Rebecca. Good to see you ladies as always. Okay, so cauliflower. Now the cauliflower rice that he was showing us is the one that's in the microwave pack. I didn't have that, but I do have this. It's still frozen. Oh, it is. It is a steam bag. Okay. So this is frozen cauliflower. I did take it out of the the freezer, and it's been in the sink. So you can see literally they just get the cauliflower florets and then they just grind it down. And so it gives you the simulation of rice pellets. Now here's the disclaimer. It is pretty bland on its own. So you're going to want to season it. And I'm even starting to see they have some. It's okay, Ebony. I'm even starting to see they have some that are already seasoned. So if you like a really neutral grain substitute, if you're low carb or gluten free, cauliflower rice goes really, really well. So I am going to put this, hello Dermatology, I'm going to put this in the freezer. So you see it says steam in bag. So directions. Do I need to open it? Because y'all remember the last explosion we had. Do not pierce, puncture. Place in the microwave for 5 to 7 minutes, this side up. Okay, so put it in here, 5 minutes. All right, so we can have our meat and our cauliflower, our rice going. Rice, baby, okay? So we're making a low carb, spicy rice bowl. So you all can see it's cooking. We have a little bit of oil in there. I'll probably still drain it just to keep it as lean as possible. If you don't drain your meat, don't drain your meat. So So I'm just breaking it up. Want to make sure we get all that color out. Again, he said this could be ground turkey or it could be ground beef. Hello, Akay, and hello, Hop. Thank you so much for being here. Now, my mom taught me to taste as you go, so I am going to taste this meat, but I'm going to wait for everything to cook out and all the color. So this could be a really good meal prep. All right. All right. So let's let the color come out on this. All right, so we've got the cauliflower in the microwave. Let's continue on the video and let's see what he's gonna do for sauce.
Packed with macronutrients. It is actually just chock full of deliciousness and not a lot of calories. All right, so let's put these puppies together, and I'll show you the secret sauce, and we'll enjoy it together.
Secret sauce.
So first things first.
I don't have that.
Look at that, cooked it already. Man, we're speedy. Who said this was zero prep? Anyways, so next thing is we gotta take our cauliflower and we're gonna nuke this thing. Great, so now we've got these two puppies. So how are we gonna make this delicious? Because right now this looks like dog food. Not agree with you. So we're gonna enter secret ingredient number 3, sauce. So let's talk calories about mayonnaise. All right, so first thing is that we actually instantly bought the wrong one. This should be light mayo. Most light mayo is about 35 calories per tablespoon. This puppy. Now, if you want to not keep measuring shit spoon by spoon by spoon, which has lots of error, you just put the thing on a food scale and just see how many grams it is. It's a much easier way to do that. But for the visual demonstration purpose of this video, let's rock with it. So, if I've got 100 and call it 30 calories that I want to eat, all right, in terms of fat, I've got one of these guys. And the reason that the weighing it is kind of useful is because you always have some kind of like leftover on the spoon.
Okay.
You're kind of counting the same thing.
So let's get our rice, and it looks like our meat is done. So you all can see we got, oh, you can't see. You all can see we got all of the color out. So I'm gonna go ahead and drain it in my janky little way so we can see that. Let me just, yeah, we do have some liquid, and people drain all kind of different ways. I just kind of put it in a colander over the trash can. That's me. You do you. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. Let me just taste it for seasoning. Apple user says, what is the name of the tool you're using to break up the hamburger? So this is from Pampered Chef, and it's called a stir and chop. I don't know if y'all can see that. Stir and chop. I know on TikTok it's backwards, but stir and chop. All right. You can get a generic one as well, but that's what it is. All right. So we got 1 more minute on the cauliflower. Let's just taste some of this, see if we have a little bit of flavor in the ground beef. Could be ground turkey, could be ground chicken. Hello, Mar, and hello, Bernard. Tastes great. Now I'm gonna strain. We do have some oil in there. I'm gonna strain it and put it in a bowl. All right. So what I do, again, I'm not a chef. I just play one on YouTube. I get this little strainer. I go over to the trash can. I pour this in here and let it drain out over the trash. Never in the sink because it'll solidify and clog up your sink. All right. Then I just put it back in. All right. So we got most of that out. Got the goodness. Let me just put this underneath for. Now I'm going to move this into a bowl so we can do the demonstration just like he is. Let's get this out of the way. Sorry, that's loud. Okay. All right, cauliflower is done. So we're going to make space here. And for anyone who's just hopping in, we are making the low carb spicy rice bowl. So let me get 2 bowls that we can put our ingredients in. Try and get something nice. You know those cooking shows where everything is ready and laid out ahead of time? This is not that. This is really me at home figuring out what I'm gonna eat. Hello, Red Bunny. That looks like mincemeat. It is ground beef, lean ground beef, 93.7. I see you, Jaleel, but you know what? People do what they want to on their channels. All right, so apologies. We are family friendly here. So let's go ahead and put this in the container so you all can see. This is just ground beef, and I did season it. So we have some nice and steamy ground beef. Then I'm gonna get the cauliflower out of the microwave. All right, so we have this. Let me just wipe this out. My mom taught me to clean as you go, and it's just easier when it's still a little bit hot. Wipe now, scrub later. My former mother-in-law, God rest her soul. Okay, so we have this. Now, how much do we need? So for those of y'all that are looking at portions, ground beef, we have a whole pound of ground beef. So this was a pound raw, and we cooked it. So for the cauliflower rice, we need 1 cup. So let me go ahead the microwave. All right, let's get our cauliflower rice out. Let me put it, let me get a towel, because you know how sometimes when they're frozen, they have the little water, it leaks out and it can get you. Oh, I'm gonna get you one way or another. All right, so you can see here the cauliflower rice, 3/4 of a cup is 20 calories. I don't know how much that compares to rice, but this has been steamed. So I'm going to open it up and then we'll put it in a measuring cup. All right, for portion control. And if you like to cook fresh, that's great. But this is something to me that would reheat really well. So if you're a meal prepper or you don't want to cook, oh, y'all look, see how, oh, it didn't open. Oh, it did open, but we didn't hear the explosion. If you know, you know. All right, so this is what riced cauliflower looks like. Y'all can see. So we just got this out. It has the, I won't say the consistency of rice. It has the appearance of rice. Hello, Will Echo. So I'm going to go in with the measuring cup. I got a 1 cup measuring cup. Belle says, this is the realistic cooking show on YouTube. Yes, y'all will see everything. It's already started. All right, so let's go in here for a cup. Again, he says, for those of y'all that are like really specific with your portions, you can get a food scale and weigh it. I'm not doing that. So I'm just going to do kind of a 1 cup and just kind of eyeball it. All right. So we have a cup of cauliflower rice. All right. So we'll save this. What could you do? Fried rice. What have we done with cauliflower rice? Fried rice, especially when you season it well. Rebecca says, but used to pour it in a mug and let it solidify put it in the bin. Absolutely. Lots of ways to get rid of that. Oh, shout out to Rebecca. It's backwards for you, but I got this when I was in London. She says, put it in the bin. Shout out to the UK. That's what they call the trash. Okay. Focus. So we have our beef, we have our cauliflower. Now, he said a tablespoon of light mayo. So this is what I have. I think his recipe has Kraft. I had this in the fridge, in the kids' fridge. So this is Hellman's light mayonnaise, 60% less fat. You'll notice in all of his recipes, they're going to be high in protein and low in fat. So I'm going to get a tablespoon of light mayo. And to his point, you know, when you have, so this is a tablespoon, but to his point, you see you've got that in there. We're greedy, so you want to get all of that out. So let's go ahead and get a tablespoon of mayo, and I probably should smooth it over. Wait, let's see. Is he going to make it? Did he put it in the meat? Let's see. Let's see how he does it. I don't know if he's going to make the sauce on the side or he's actually going to put it inside the food so I don't mess it up because I'll be doing my own thing.
And so I like
I need another bowl. Okay.
It is what it is. All right, here we go.
Oh, Apple user cauliflower pizza crust. Do you remember?
That you did the scooping with to do the mixing, because that way you get to use some of the stuff that's on there that you have to get credit for in your calories. All right, so that's 130-ish calories, because each one is 35 times 4, whatever, 140. There you go, 140 calories. All right, fantastic. Next one is Hormozi's secret special sauce, which is just sriracha. All right. So then this guy, I just don't count calories in hot sauce because there's not enough to really give a shit. And so I put a little bit in, depending on your desired hotness levels. Now I like a little spice.
All right, I'm coming back, y'all. I just got a notification. I need to put my stuff on Do Not Disturb. Okay. So let's get another bowl and let's go ahead and start with the light mayo. All right. And I'm just checking the portions. So the light mayo, 1 tablespoon, because I thought I heard him say 4. All right, so we're gonna go in here with a tablespoon of light mayo, and I have another little spoon because we're greedy. We want to get all of that. Those of y'all that are really like watching your calories or whatnot, that's why he says weigh it. All right, I just kind of measure with my how I feel. Okay, and then sriracha, also a tablespoon. So I bought some sriracha. I thought I had some, but I got a kid who loves hot sauce. Hello, princess. All right. Good evening, Dorothy. So good to see you here. Oh, this is the realist. You like this cooking show. So I just ordered this. This is sriracha hot chili sauce. You can get this at any grocery store, you know, even if they don't have a robust like Asian food section. So I had a big one, but I do like hot sauce. What's everybody's favorite hot sauce? I know we have some people that are Louisiana, some people that are Texas Pete, some people that are Cholula. What do you all like for hot sauce? Another thing you could do is, if you don't like hot sauce, but you like a little bit of sweet heat. This is the G Hughes sugar-free sweet chili. So, I mean, literally it's more sweet than heat, but gives you a little bit, like for the kiddos, maybe to dunk their nuggets in or something like that. Okay, so we need a tablespoon of the sriracha in with the mayo. Let's close this. We got our meat, we got our cauliflower. Let's make our sauce. All right. So the same tablespoon. So equal portions. Is it gonna come out? Okay. I'm careful. I don't want to, y'all know, splatter everywhere. Hold on. Did I not open it all the way? Okay, there we go. So this is coming out. Getting our sriracha, equal portions, sriracha and light mayo. All right, so we have our hot sauce. All right. And then let's scoop that out. All right. And then he's going to do something different for sweetener. He's going to add stevia, but let's see how he does it. I would probably add something else, but Dorothy is Louisiana hot sauce. Hello, Mona. Ooh, Gillis likes the Red Devils hot sauce. Bill likes a Frank's. Yes, that Frank's Buffalo. So good. Thank you all for liking the live stream. All right, so we have our cream from the mayo, light mayo. We have our heat from the sriracha. Apple user likes Tabasco sauce and red hot Frank's. I love it. All right.
All right. Then we go a little bit in hot sauce.
Let's go a little bit back.
And so I put a little bit in, depending on your desired hotness levels. Now I like a little spice to my stuff. All right. Then we go a little mixy. Ooh, you can even smell it. Ooh,
I need to mix it up.
Like yes, it does. You're gonna feel that tomorrow. Yes, you will. Okay, fantastic. Now I take sweetness and add this in. So this is stevia. If you want to use Splenda, that works too. Okay. All right. Now, again, this is like spicy and sweet are to flavor. All right. I like to add a couple in. You'll get a feel for it.
Who do we have here? Thane is in the house. He says he likes habanero. You sound like my mom. You know, Nana has all of the spices there. Oh my goodness, so good to see you again. Just grateful that you would come through, all of y'all. But you know, Thane comes out of the bushes from time to time. So I'll drop the link in case you want to chat while we make this man food protein meal. So we're gonna stir this up. Stir it up. Uh-oh. We're going to stir this up, and then we're going to add the sweetness to taste. It looks like per the recipe, he did 2 packets of stevia. So I'm going to stir up this sauce. So yes. And y'all, you all know me. Beverages and condiments. Uh-oh, what happened? Beverages and condiments is a, why is it doing that? Okay. Beverages and condiments are a huge culprit for extra calories. So even if you eat some of the same foods, if you can change what you drink and change the sauces, you can enjoy a lot of the same thing. All right, so we have our sauce here. I'm gonna taste it and then see what I need to do for sweetener. I don't know what I did, y'all. I put these two together. Okay, there we go. We'll come back to it in a second. Let's give this a taste. Ooh, ooh! It's got a little, it's creamy at first, and then it kind of, the sriracha, my mom makes this African spice called shito, where it's like the ground fish and the ground pepper and the oil. Think of like, you know, those chili crisps that are popular now in Asian cuisine. She puts it on eggs, she puts it on rice, and I'm dying. My oldest, he loves that stuff. Okay, focus, Maggie. So he uses stevia to sweeten. So I have the big one. I don't think I have the little packs, but since it says to taste, let me see if we can get our, since it's stevia to taste, I'm gonna get a clean spoon, sprinkle a little bit, taste it, sprinkle a little bit. Honestly, if you just like heat and you don't need sweet, you could stop right here. I'm liking the sriracha mayo combination. Red Bunny Classics, yeah, you know about that shito, right? Hello, Cassandra. She says, love, love, love your enthusiasm. Oh, is that my Cassandra? Hey, Cassandra. Just went out with Cassandra at the 50th birthday bash for Craig, a friend of mine and former coworker. Cassandra and I are former coworkers. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody saying hello, hello, hello. And y'all love that hot sauce, right? Yes, that shito is fire. Okay, let's get a little bit of sweet for the heat. And again, if you don't want to make it yourself, you could probably take this, G. Hughes makes all kind of sugar-free condiments, and you could maybe add this with a little bit of mayo for the creaminess, optional. All right, so I'm going in with the stevia, a little heavy-handed. Is that too much? All right, let's not be greedy. Let me stir it up, put this over, put that there. Because we don't want it to be, I don't know. Do we have team sweet or team heat? Apple user says I have to try that. So I am team sweet all day. But if you like spicy more than sweet, then put team heat in the chat or the jalapeno emoji. If you like sweet more than spicy, put team sweet in the chat or the candy emoji. All right. So let's get this mixed up and give it another taste. Mom says taste as you go. Just the sauce. Okay, wait a minute. Hold up. It's hot, but it's good. Whoa, y'all. The sriracha is not playing, but it's good though. So it's creamy first and then sweet, and then you think you got it all. And then right when you're about to like calm down, poof, comes the magic flame. Okay, so we have our seasoned ground beef. We have our microwave riced cauliflower as our rice substitute. And we have our sauce. 3 ingredients. This is what you got. Vel says you like a balance of sweet heat. Me too. Gillis says I like the spicy and sweet combination. You're more savory than sweet. Yeah, okay, that was too much. Yes, that was too much. Thane, you can spell anything. We understand you. Okay, so let's see how he assembles this, and then we will put it together. All right.
Add another if you're like, oh, I love this to be sweet. Because what ends up happening is when you put this whole thing together, this becomes this really nice, fatty, sweet, spicy mayo.
Oh, see, I knew it. I knew it. You just messed me up. Hold up.
That is the leanest ground beef that I can find. So
Thane always comes through And then he says he's going to the bushes. Something tells me he's going to stay around, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. Y'all don't even have to come and watch me make all these creations, but Thane, you are the stream sponsor. If y'all would please put Thane in the chat with the $100 donation. Good night, Rebecca in London. I know it's late. Hello, Coach Vix, Team Heat Apple user. But I appreciate you so much. I know you are always watching. Sometimes you come out of the bushes and sometimes you comment. Sometimes you just watch from afar. But we appreciate you so much, and especially on BROTEIN recipes for man food. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the $100. Let me put Thane up on the board. Killis loves the heat. Y'all, I'm struggling. Red Bunny is here for heat. I know. Shout out to Thane, right? Good grief. All right, here we go. Let me put him up on the board with my new marker. Hopefully I don't mess it up. All right, let's see. I pressed too hard. That's what it is. Like a horror movie. All right, I just need to write regular. All right, I'll clean that up. Thank you, Thane. Thank you, thank you. Yes, I use that pretty new marker. I am confused. Okay, focus. Back to the snacks.
It's 93 on the spoon, and so you're kind of counting the same.
We'll go back a little bit since I got all.
I like just weighing it, but it is what it is. All right, here we go. Now, if you also want a little hack, use the spoon that you did the scooping with to do the mixing, because that way you get to use some of the stuff that's on there that you had to get credit for the calories. Right?
Come on! Come on! Come on! No! See? You see what I mean? Thane, on top of the $100, then you add $200 more. I am so grateful. Thank you so much. Y'all, I didn't think anybody would care. I'm just a mom making these internet recipes, and y'all come and y'all cheer me on. And when you go above and beyond like that, you just completely thrown me off. I am going to update the board. Hello, TN. Hello, Real. Hello, Obi. But if y'all could please put Thane in the chat. Call the fire. Salute to him, LeBron. Thane is back. All right. Let me see if I can. Hold up, y'all. I got to update the board. We have not a new stream sponsor. We have a new amount. Thane is the stream sponsor at $300. Let me see if I can just do this one. Yeah. And clean that up. $300. Oh my gosh. I'm grateful. I'm completely humbled. I am speechless. I appreciate you. Thank you. There are no words. Just thank you. $300 from Thane. All right, let me clean the marker off my hands, and then we are going to try and assemble this meal. All right, one moment. Did I get marker on me? Okay. All right. Goodness gracious. Shout out to Thane. I'm telling you, shout out to the men. We appreciate you so much. I will speak for myself. I appreciate you so much. I don't take it lightly. Y'all, groceries are expensive and y'all work hard for everything. And so I am so grateful. Thank you. Oh, Dakota says preserving femininity. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. I do have a finishing school. Lucchese and I teach the finishing school for the modern woman. If you all are interested in any of the work that we do, we also have a weekly Wednesday Q&A. You can ask us anything. I also am on the Wives Club. So I usually stream every day. I'm all about food and femininity. I love helping feminine women attract and keep the masculine man of your dreams. Hashtag appreciate the men. Yes. Shout out to Thane. Shout out to Thane. Sheesh. I'm speechless. Okay. Let us continue and see how he's going to assemble.
140 calories. All right, fantastic. Next one is Hormozi's secret special sauce, which is just sriracha.
We got the sriracha.
Right, so then this guy, I just don't count calories in hot sauce because there's not enough to really give a shit. And so I put a little bit in, depending on your desired hotness levels. Now I like a little spice to my stuff. All right, then we go a little mixy. Ooh, you can even smell it.
It does smell good.
That smells like heartburn. Yes, it does. You're gonna feel that tomorrow. You see will. Okay, fantastic. Now I take sweetness and add this in. So this is stevia. If you want to use Splenda, that works too. All right. Now, again, this is like spicy and sweet are to flavor. All right. I like to add a couple in. You'll get a feel for it. Add one in, see if you like it, and then add another if you're like, oh, I like this to be sweet. Because what ends up happening is when you put this whole thing together, this becomes this really nice, fatty, sweet, spicy mayo. All right. Look at that. It's kind of fancy, right?
Fancy.
So check this out.
Yes, y'all have to try this. You can make this, put it on anything.
Boom. We've got our rice.
Okay, we're going to add the rice or the cauliflower.
And we go mixy again.
Mix it up.
Another hack. If you need to get sauce and want to stretch it further, instead of just like taking this and just dumping it in, what you do is take a little bit of this, dip your spoon, go on top, and then take a bite. How's that?
Okay. So let's assemble together now. Hello, Blood Covered. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. All right. So we have let's move the sauce for a moment. For anybody hopping in, we're making our low carb, and it's low carb because we have cauliflower rice. Spicy because we use sriracha. So we have seasoned ground beef. I don't know if his was seasoned, but y'all already know I had to put a little something in there. So this is a cup of cauliflower rice. So we're going to add that in and stir it up. And again, for Alex Hormozi's Man Food Cookbook, and I did put the link in the description. You all can check it out if you want to get your own protein cookbook, volume 1. So it's 12 recipes, and I'm making them all for you all. So we're doing a series, 12 days of BROTEIN. Shout out to the men. All right. So we're going to stir this together. Cauliflower rice and seasoned ground beef. Y'all, this is a lot. Could y'all eat this? Like, okay. But, clearly he is a muscle man. And, maybe some of y'all do one meal a day. Maybe you just like one meal that you can kind of eat on during, like between meetings or whatnot. This would probably heat up really well. It looks like hamburger meat with onion kind of cut up in there. I'm going to taste it. The cauliflower by itself doesn't really have a flavor. So glad I seasoned the meat. Okay. So what he suggests you do, we have this sauce. What would you all do? Would you pour the sauce in here, stir it all up, and have one like homogeneous bowl? Or what he suggests is to make the sauce stretch, put it on a spoon, and then eat from the spoon with the sauce on the bottom, so you get a little bit in each bite. Now, wait a minute. Woo! I didn't think I was going to like it. It's really good. It tastes like a hamburger, almost like, y'all know how this is giving you like McDonald's, like diced onion? Go with me. Think of a Big Mac without the bun and without the pickle. So if you cook your cauliflower, season that with onion powder. I didn't. Maybe I'll put a little onion powder in here. Season it with onion powder. And then imagine if Big Mac sauce were spicy. It tastes like a Big Mac, a spicy Big Mac without the bun and pickle. I would put a pickle on here in a minute. All right. So that's how he would eat it. I'm going to take one more bite for research purposes, and then I have to plate it. So as a man, which I am not, hopefully you know that, he just eats it like this. But y'all, we eat with our eyes first, and I want to give you an elegant presentation. Oh, Belle says you would put it in a pita. That's great. You could roll this up in a burrito and kind of sear it on the stove. That sounds like a great idea. Killis, you could eat it all. I'm sorry, Killis. You would dump it all in. Belle says try a cassava tortilla. If you want me to, I will. Let me know if you want me to. And it looks good? Yes. Okay, so let's take one more bite. And if you want me to, I'll put it in a tortilla. Would you just kind of like warm it up? All right, let's get something going on. All right, y'all know me. Why be regular when you can be extra? I'm gonna take a picture with Alex Hormozi presentation. Apple user would do it with ground turkey. And then I'll do a Maggie presentation. And then Killa says I'd put it on ribs. If you want me to, you know what would be good? With a little bit of goat's cheese. Stop me now. For you, Vel, if you insist. Okay, so let's take a couple pictures. All right, let's do this. So we have the sauce. I'm just trying to do the pictures. Light mayo and some Splenda. Oh, the cauliflower. But yeah, if you actually seasoned your, what's it called? Cauliflower, do that with some onion powder or maybe like half a pound and some diced onion. Absolutely. All right, so let's take some pictures so I can tag Mr. Hormozi. All right, so we've got that. I just think it looks okay. We can do better, y'all. Y'all know how we do. All right, let me get some of just the food. So this is how my channel started, y'all. I would just recreate these recipes and then people would be like, you made that? Yes, I made that. All right, so we are on day 5 of the BROTEIN recipes. This is the low carb spicy rice bowl. We have our spicy sriracha mayo with low fat mayo, stevia, and sriracha. And then we have, our lean ground beef with cauliflower rice. Enjoy. Okay, so we've got that. Let's see what he says, if there's anything else, and then we'll do a Maggified version. Then I'll let you all have your night. Hello, she can't be me. Thank you for being here.
So that being said, that's how it works. All right, and I do it that way because you'd be amazed at how many more calories you can get if you just dip your fork or dip your spoon before you do it. And if you're really clever about it, I try to put the sauce on the bottom side of the utensil so that it's like directly on my tongue, so it feels like there's way more sauce, but there really isn't. And so that's how you can stretch 140 calories for a pound of meat. So now that we just did a little spicy, let's do something sweet. I'm gonna show you.
Okay, so that's tomorrow. All right, so let's do a better presentation for me. Shout out to the men, but all right, and then I'll put it in a tortilla. Do you want to try my spicy rice?
Oh,
no? Okay. It's not too spicy.
well, I just ate.
Oh, you ate with Papa? Okay. All right, so I'm just going to put this on. Oh, y'all can't see. Put it on the plate. Put the sauce in a container. All right, let me. Something about me, it's just like I want to have a little bit. Let me see if I can do this without making a mess. Y'all, this is like a trough, but Shout out to getting in 100 grams of protein.
100?
All right. So we've got that. And then let me see if I can put this. I want to put a pickle on it. Would y'all eat it with a pickle? You know what I mean? Like the bunless Big Mac? That's what it's giving me. Yes, cauliflower rice is so good and versatile. Let me put this in something. And I'll put a little bit of parsley or just something on it for a little bit of green. All right, so we're just going to scrape our sauce. So you can enjoy. It's good stuff though. Mm-hmm. All right, so this is Maggie's presentation. Wait, I'm going to do a little parsley. Just for a pop of green, I know. Let's get the tortillas for Bill and some goat's cheese. And we'll wrap up with a tortilla. A little quesadilla. Ooh, Apple user says make it in a wonton. Yes, y'all could do little egg rolls, put the ground meat and cheese in a wonton, and then use this for dipping sauce. Absolutely. All right, so I do have some fresh parsley. Y'all know, why be regular when you can be extra? It's the little things, right? Uh-oh. It's the little things. I should have cut the stems off, but just give it a little bit of life so it doesn't look like a pound of meat, even though it is. Okay. Oh, and I even got one in the sauce. All right, so you all can see this is the Maggie version, our cauliflower rice, and our dipping sauce. All right. So would you eat this as a meal? She can't be me, says my mom used to make spicy rice. You ate it with ranch and it was still spicy. Absolutely. Yes. So lots of different options for you all. So for Vel, we're going to do one last thing because I like to keep these to an hour. I have cassava tortillas. If you want to be low carb, gluten-free, cassava is a root vegetable. So we're going to get the stovetop back out and we're just going to put this in a skillet, keep it gluten-free. And then from Whole Foods, I use this goat's cheese, shredded goat's cheese, to keep it dairy-free. Let me take a picture of this. Just for my, looks great. It reminds you of corned beef hash. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, look, we all eat with our eyes, and I like to enjoy, sitting down. If I'm going to eat healthy, I want to enjoy it. And don't be afraid to get up close on your food. All right. So that was that. Let's make Vel's tortilla and call it a night. So I'll leave this here and leave this here. Let's get our cooktop and I'll be cleaning as we go. Everybody's doing well? Okay. Happy Monday. Gillis is drooling. Sabrina says, looks so good, Maggie. Definitely would eat it as a meal. You bet it's going to be good on the tortilla? I bet it is too. So let's turn this on. Let me get a skillet, a non-stick skillet. Okay. So I'm going to turn this on. I was going to do a dry skillet so I could get that nice little brown crisp. Is that okay, Vel, or would you do any oil or spray or butter? I'll make it just how you like it. In the meantime, we're gonna put our dishes in the sink. If we want it like buttery, we could do butter, or if we want it crispy, we could do dry. All right, we'll keep the parsley out. Let me just clean up while this is warming up. Let me know how you do it. Team Greedy Watcher Supreme, you want some butter? You got it. I got some plant butter. I'll put some plant butter in it for you. All right. Okay. I'm dairy free, so this is what I'm using. I'm not vegan. It's about the proteins in the butter or in the milk. So if you can have regular, let me just turn this down. I'm going to open this up like the marker that's on my hand, and I'm just going to use it and smear it in here so we can get a nice little buttery crust on our skillet. Oh, it's hot and it's wet a little bit. And then I go up on the sides too, that way in case any cheesy bits or anything. All right, so we have nice little warm butter. And you can turn the temperature down while you're doing this so it doesn't, let me bring y'all down, so it doesn't burn. All right, so we have our cassava tortilla. You can see it's gonna be a little bit craggly compared to a regular flour tortilla, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that down, and I'm gonna do goat's cheese. If you have mozzarella, do mozzarella. You could do whatever melting cheese that you want. So I'm just gonna put like a handful here. Some of it's gonna go on the outside, not intentional, but that gives us little crispy bits on the outside of the tortilla. All right, so now I'm gonna turn this back up to like a medium. Now I'm in my element. I'm like doing stuff. All right, let's spoon some of this goodness in here. And then Vel, do I put the sauce inside or you want it as a dipping sauce? All right. I'll take the parsley off. We'll use the parsley as a garnish. So I'm gonna come over here and get some big old hunks of this. And I'm tempted to do more, but then it's hard to close. So we'll just leave this here. Then we'll do, for dipping sauce, you got it. All right, we'll do just a little bit more cheese, and then we're gonna fold it in half, all right? This could be a way to stretch if your rice bowl, you know, if you're tired of eating it just like that. Or, hold on, spatula. If you, all right, just move it around. If you are doing one meal a day or you make this, you eat half of it and then you're bored for the second meal when you reheat it, maybe you could do it like this. So you all can see we've got the little sizzle on the end. Let me see if I can fold this over. Oh yeah. So we're getting a little bit of brown and butteriness. All right, so we're just gonna let that cheese melt. We're on a medium low. I'm getting excited now. Is anybody else getting excited to eat? I have a problem. All right. So again, this is my low carb tortilla, but if you can have the regular one, have some for me. I kind of overstuffed it because we folded on half. I mean, over itself on half. All right. I think we're good with the heat. You just want to let the cheese melt. I know y'all like that sizzle. So we're getting a nice little crispy bits. All right. Let's see. Let's get a knife. Nice and crispy. All right. Are we good, Vel, on color? I don't know if you want it. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the cassava tortilla, once you add heat to it, it'll soften up and get more pliable like a regular tortilla. But if you eat it cold, it is going to be a little brittle. A little brittle. All right. So we got the good stuff. We got our dipping sauce. All right. I think we're good. And I'm listening when I do this. I'm listening for that scraping sound, which means it's a little bit crispy. All right. So Mom says use all of your senses. Don't just set it and forget it, Maggie. Touch it. Make sure if you want that nice crispy crust. smell it, but catch it before it burns. You know, taste it as you go. Y'all saw me tasting the dipping sauce. What are the other senses? Touch it, taste it, feel it. Y'all know what it is. Just focus. All right, looks like our cheese is nice and melted. I don't know if you can see that. I think that looks good. Oh yeah. Let me get a, all right. Just gonna put it out here. I eat these every day. Belle is drooling. All right. So let's put this out here. Get a little bit of those crispy bits. We'll do a little parsley. Just, you know, because let's not waste. Let me do this for you. Let's put the dipping sauce here. Let's get a little parsley. Oh, I do need to cut it in half. Hold up. See if I can give you your, oh yeah, oh yeah. Here we go. Whew. So let me set that up there. Set that here. Bring our parsley. A little garnish. I'm going a little, I did not do a good job cutting the parsley, but y'all get the point. We're about to dig in here and see how it is. All right, so here is another option for you. For those of y'all who don't want to eat it just in a bowl. All right, oh, you can't see your cross section. There you go. So goat's cheese is going to be a little bit drier for me, but you'll have a nice cheese pull. Oh, and dip it and dance. Okay, so let's see. Let me taste it for you. Oh, yeah. Okay. Put this here. Let me take one picture, and then we'll go. All right. This is Belle's creation. Her spicy. Try and get up close to your food. And do one with the flash. All right. So I'll try and get this posted. I take several of them, but anyway. All right, y'all, let's taste our tortilla version of the low carb spicy rice bowl. All right, so we're going in. We got the melted cheese. It's the spicy sauce. Oh, I'm excited already. I'm drooling. Y'all, another one bites the dust. Woo! Yummy, yummy. You are welcome. I appreciate you. Girl, this is good. We got the nice, oh yeah. One more and then we're going to dismiss. Greedy. Y'all, this is amazing. The only thing I would do, I would add a little flavor to the cauliflower when you steam it, or maybe put it in the skillet with a little bit of onion powder. If you like pickle, I promise you, this could be a Big Mac, a low carb, spicy Big Mac. Hello, Dale Ro. Thank you so much. All right, everyone. Maybe I'll get some pickle and put in here. Thank you all so much for being here. This was so much fun. So come back tomorrow. We'll do day 6. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Yes. Sometimes I get the days confused. I hope you all were able to enjoy a holiday. Remember why we're celebrating. Thank you all so much for being here. But I would be remiss if I didn't say a huge thank you to the stream sponsor, Thane Mithra, coming in with the $300. Incredibly generous. Hello, Mary. Thank you all so much. We're going to go ahead and dismiss. Thank you so much, Instagram. Class is dismissed. I think I'm going to find a pickle and put it up in here. All right. Good night, everybody. Class is dismissed.